I've been watching Underworld a lot lately, y'all, and I noticed something about all the vampires that Marcus turned. They all have blue eyes like him, and when it comes to the ones that Victor turned, they have the same weaknesses. Like, Victor can't go out in the sunlight, can't go out in the daylight, and neither can Celine, neither can, I'm gonna say Sonya, because every scene with Sonya is at nighttime. And what's the other one that I don't like? Samira. I don't like her at all. Which is why in the underworld with Samira, she was trying to steal Celine's blood because she found out that Celine could go out in the daylight. So as I'm taking notes watching Underworld, I'm like, the vampires that I turn, I don't want them to have the same weaknesses as me. I don't want them to have the same eye color as me. Like, I want everybody to be unique in their own special kind of way. So, yeah, it's going to be some tweaking, even though it's not like I was going to try to copy Underworld verbatim anyway. Like, no, I'm just trying to get ideas and get the creative juices flowing or whatnot and see how other vampire movies do it. Where it's like, nah, I don't like that. But I thought that was real creative how Marcus came up with that elaborate lie that if he died, then all the vampires he turned would die with him and go to the grave with him. Like, oh, yeah, I see what you did there. Victor was really believing that shit too when he told him to retreat to the woods and shit in Underworld Evolutions. So that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm getting some ideas. And I like the whole Michael not being able to eat human food. Now that's something I will incorporate just to deter the vampires I turn from doing shit like that. Like, you only drink blood. That is your only form of sustenance, nigga. Don't you think about ordering no goddamn steak or no damn ribs or none of that shit. Bite into a motherfucking human. For real. Animals too. I'm not with that vegetarian vampire bullshit. Anything that remind me of Twilight, it won't be in my vampire story because that's all sparkly bullshit that I don't agree with. I don't even really like how the wolves transform in Twilight. Like, okay, they look like regular huge ass wolves and shit. I don't like that. I prefer the underworld type wolves who can revert from human to wolf form like that. I prefer that way. And they look way more vicious, the werewolf transformations in Underworld. And the final product, when they full wolf form, that shit looked like terrifying, like for real. Menacing. That's how I like my werewolves to look. I don't like the soft ones that's staring at Bella and, oh, Bella, can you rub my head before I run off into the forest? If you don't get that bullshit out of here, man. Stephanie Meyer, I don't know what that bitch was smoking. And at the end of the day, I don't believe her. She claims she had a dream, y'all, that gave her the inspiration for Twilight. Now, I don't believe that shit because as I've been doing my vampire and werewolf research, there's a story that predates Twilight of a village called Twilight that had nothing but vampires and werewolves in that village. Coincidence? I think not. So, a lot of these white authors get away with stealing shit that you just never heard of and you've never seen before. J.K. Rowling, too. I've seen so many magical documentaries with her copying old books of shadows and grimoires and shit, The old types that you gotta put gloves on to even touch and shit. Like, look it up for yourself, man. They try to make it seem like, oh, my inspiration was my dead son or my dead daughter, and nah. They just be stealing shit you don't know about. Most people don't do research, so how would you know? And once they rich and you find it out after the fact, it ain't nothing you can do about it. And George R. R. Martin, too. It's funny to me that George R. R. Martin has such a big problem with J.K. Rowling when he done stole so much shit, too, and put in his stories. Y'all doing the same shit. Y'all both done got rich off of stealing shit.